Hello, guys. Welcome back to No For Real Podcast. This is Taraya.
Hello, this is Yasmin.
Welcome. Today's topic, hot topics.
Hot topics, yes.
Basically.
Mostly
it's going to be, pop culture and what's going on in pop culture.
Yeah.
Because a lot is going on, honestly. Like the top music, everybody listens to music. Even if you don't really care about music, you probably have heard about the fight that is going on.
Yes.
The diss tracks.
The beef
that is going on between Drake
and Kendrick Lamar. We're not specifically talking only about them. We're gonna, go into different things. But I think this is the most interesting thing that is happening now that we can derive off of different topics from it.
I feel like this year is the year of clarity, and people are just speaking their minds out. Like nobody is holding back, and I kind of like it. I really do appreciate it, even because, to be honest with you, I wasn't surprised. Like when things started coming out about Drake, I'm literally not surprised.
I'm not either. Like as soon as Diddy things started coming out, I was like, everyone is going to be exposed now. Mm-hmm. There ain't no way that Diddy shit comes out. Exactly. And
no
then
support this big. Everybody worked with Diddy. Everybody did some kind of stuff with him.
My next person I think who's going to be exposed is Jay-Z. And Jay-Z? I think from there is going to go crazy.
Yeah.
Because literally Jay-Z and Beyonce are holding this shit down. Yeah. Like if you think about it, they're the biggest.
The mama and the papa
of
the
pop
whole culture, to be honest with you.
So it's going to go down from there. And I'm very excited to see how it goes. But I have a bit of mixed feelings of what is going on around in the world right now and how artists are kind of isolated from everything that is happening. But just to start it off right, we can explain to people who are not knowing exactly what's going on. Basically, I was watching something like a whole hour documentary about the whole fight. Literally every single thing that had happened.
By the way, there is a lot of content about that. People do have opinions because it's a big thing. It's not as simple. What is being said in the diss track and in the music is not okay.
It's not really, and it's basically a lot of people grew up with these artists,
especially our generation. Seriously, the minute we started getting into hip hop, it's Drake and Kendrick Lamar,
and J. Cole, please.
J. Cole, like a bunch of people, but like the fight now that is happening is this.
Yeah, those three are literally the biggest artists in pop culture, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And what had happened is that first of all, J. Cole introduced Kendrick to Dr. Dre to sign him. Okay. So J. Cole and Kendrick have always had like good relationship and they're friends till today. Drake had always liked Kendrick's music. So Kendrick did his first I think what's this called? Show in Canada, and Drake was there. Okay. And Kendrick gave him one of his albums. The first albums, as a gift, just to listen to it. And Drake loved it, of course. And then Drake asked him to be on one of his songs,
like a
right?
Feature.
Yeah, a feature. Nice. And they kind of clicked from there. That's what Kendrick said. He said, we clicked. He's very humble and down to earth, and I like him. He's not like any other rapper that I've met. And then
the years goes by.
Exactly. Some time goes by, and then Drake brings him in his first tour, him and A$AP Rocky, and which was, nice of him to expose him.
Drake is big. We're not minimizing anybody here, to be honest with you. Both. Kendrick Lamar is very big, and Drake is even bigger, to be honest with you. Like, especially on social media.
Yeah.
A Drake name is very poppin', like almost all years. Kendrick Lamar disappears a little bit and comes back. Disappears a little bit and comes back. Drake knows how to keep the momentum.
Drake is a good seller.
That's the only difference between them. One is an artist, one is a con artist.
Listen, no. That's your opinion. In my opinion, Drake is a good salesman. He knows exactly how to keep selling and making more money.
True.
Kendrick is a true artist. Yeah. He knows.
He appreciates music and
exactly
puts so much respect to the artist lifestyle and the like the music. He respects the music first.
He takes his time.
Yeah, exactly.
He takes his time. To me, it's like posting every day a new song. Yeah, that's good for you. But what is the value of the actual song that you're posting compared to someone that has spent 5 years on a track? You know what I mean? Of course, the other one is going to have a lot more value to it. It's going to be a lot more genuine. And Drake has people that writes for him. Kendrick doesn't. He writes his whole songs, everything. He writes the whole thing. So that takes a lot of time too. So going back to the idea, he was in his tour.
Yeah.
They were fine, friends or whatever. And then times goes by and they're still cool, right? A couple of years. And then DMX, the rapper, he says something about wanting to beat Drake up if he meets him up.
In music?
Very random. No, it was in an interview.
Oh, okay.
So everybody was making fun of that. Like, why do you want to beat him up? You don't.
Yeah.
Not a lot of context. And then Kendrick, somebody asked him in an interview about it, and Kendrick laughs about it.
Oh, he laughs about the situation.
Yes, the situation. And then everybody thought that Drake got sensitive after that because Drake is known for being sensitive. He does not know how to keep a beef normal. Like, it's just music. Don't take it personal.
Energy. Yeah.
Literally, lover boy energy. Yes. Yes. So anyways, he just like he got sensitive or whatever, but they were both fine. After that couple of years, more interviews happens, and then Kendrick is like, I don't think we're ever gonna work together. We're just completely two different people. And they show the difference between Drake and Kendrick. Kendrick is like, I don't want to be famous. Fame is like changing me. I'm scared to be famous, and then all the money and all of that's changing me. And then he goes and says like, money is not the most important thing to me. And then they show how Drake is like,
all about money and fame.
All about money and fame. All about disrespecting women. All about, like making women uncomfortable. And then also saying questionable things to minors. And it's just
hangs out with minors.
Yes, literally.
And there is footage out and about him hanging out with minors.
Not only hanging out, there was one of his concerts,
I know,
that he was touching a minor in a very inappropriate way.
And his response after she said she was 16 or 17 is even uglier,
literally,
than the act. Like,
do you remember what he said?
Yeah. I think it was like, oh, you don't look your age.
Why do you look like that?
Yeah,
and he's like, I don't think I should feel, I don't think I even feel guilty about it. Like, he was like, I enjoyed it.
It's your fault that you look older than your age. And what? And
like, he enjoyed it.
The audience watching this, I'm sure her dad was so mad. I don't know how her dad felt. Hopefully he was mad. I don't know. But like, the whole situation is so disgusting.
It's to be very disgusting. With you. Yeah.
And come on, I've seen girls who have women bodies, but they look young, and it's very common in today's world. Like, I'm a woman, and I can easily point them out. She looks young, even though her body does not look at that age. At her age, but as a whole, she looks young.
Yeah,
it's easy to judge that. But he was also young. I think he was like 22, 21.
Okay, but he's an adult. He's not young. Still. Compared to her, he is an adult.
Yeah.
And
I guess it was consent, so he didn't get in a problem. He did say, I don't want to get in a problem or something like that in the concert. This is probably why he didn't get any problem, any heat for it. Like, people just forgot about it.
I think Nardwar brought it up later on in an interview, and he was like, I don't remember exactly what he said, but he was like, good old days, kind of. Like, And I'm like, you're really out here, a grown-ass man, saying that you had fun in those days. Like, you shouldn't be even saying that. You should be sorry for what you did.
Plus, Drake has pictures, like, with Kendall Jenner, Kylie Jenner, and Hailey Bieber when they were not 18 yet. I know they asked for it. I know it was all like with their own consent to be with Drake, but he was.
But I wouldn't even judge him off of that, because the Kardashians and the Jenners and Hailey Bieber, they do that on purpose to get the attention. So I don't even consider them in that.
It's a proof that if you can do it with those people, you can do it with strangers. You can do it with nobodies. You can do it with non-famous people.
If it's okay deep down. Yes. Right. True.
Yeah, like, that's my whole point. Yeah. I know in that situation, basically, they're asking for it. They want it to be, because I was alive during that time. You know, we all saw it happening.
It was
if you think about
crazy.
it, we all aged together, like with the whole drama.
Yes, that
We
drives
grew
me
up on
crazy
it. Yeah.
because to me it feels like it's been ages since I've been watching them and like listening
It's
to their
like
music and
You
stuff.
basically know everything about
But yeah,
them,
it's literally about the same like age or whatever.
yeah.
But anyways,
Yeah.
then times goes by and they started like little by little dissing each other in their tracks.
Here and there
Yes.
in the music.
And I literally just knew today that Kendrick albums, all of his songs, most of his songs, I wouldn't say all of his disses were to Drake. And that's kind of making me a little bit upset, to be honest, because I have so much respect and love for Kendrick to know that his whole thing is based off of Drake.
I don't think it's whole thing, but I'm sure he remembers to put a verse here and there in his music about Drake. Maybe because they're in the same like lane. When you are in the same lane and you are working, those people you see working and they see you working all the time. You cannot just ignore them, especially if you guys are both that big.
Yeah, but I didn't mean like the full
break
song.
Somebody, you plan for it years and years. This is how you really break somebody, where there is no way back.
Yeah, but I saw a little bit of hypocrisy from from his last album,
Yeah.
The Big Steppers. His whole idea was healing and therapy and all of that, and him expressing what he's going through with his family and the amount of time he cheated on his wife and all this stuff that he was talking about. And then you come up with a whole diss things right after. That shows that you really did not go by the words that you were saying. And Drake was saying that every time he dissed him, he would see him right after. And Kendrick is like, hey man, what's up? Like nothing had happened. And I get that sensitive side of Drake is like, if you are about your words, why are you saying hi to me?
I agree to that. That's
Exactly.
Cool.
Like, why are you doing that? And don't get me wrong, I'm a Kendrick fan. I'm not a Drake fan at all. But it's just...
They both did some shady things.
Exactly.
I'm sure.
But I'm sure that Drake has more shady stuff than Kendrick, and Kendrick is not afraid to put himself out there. That's why I feel like he did his last album to expose himself so nobody has any power over him. You know what I mean? Like, literally, nobody can say anything.
That's why he did it. I'm telling you, this guy is a planning for Drake. If he's been planning for years, he knows every step and how it's going to help him.
It's scary.
Building his own story. No, I think that's very smart. And
it's
that's
smart,
what
but it's scary.
People should do, especially in business like that, because if there is somebody as big as Drake, you really need a calculated person to bring things to light.
Yeah.
And same thing with Kendrick. Kendrick, probably some of the things Drake knows about him, he had to put his dirty clothes out before Drake puts it out.
Exactly.
Because if it gets broken through Drake, then you just lose trust, you know?
Yes, and I think that's the whole reason he dropped the Big Steppers. I don't think it was a healing. It was a good way to put it out there, especially in this generation, because we care a lot about therapy and about healing and all of that cute stuff that we have on Instagram, which I really agree with.
In that.
Yeah, me too. But I think it wasn't that. That was just like a promotion for him to sell the album.
Yeah.
But it wasn't really. It was just like Tharay was saying, is just to put his dirty stuff out there so nobody has any power over him, which is very smart. Yeah. And then Drake just has nothing to say. That's why he just keeps saying, nuh-uh, and his diss tracks. It's like, say some words. What do you got?
No, some of the silliest things, like Drake says, I'm too famous. I would be caught if I do things like that. Really? Oh, really?
Like, because you're too famous,
sure.
You're never going to get caught.
Sure, I'm convinced.
Yeah. It literally sounded like a 13-year-old trying to rap battle that has no experience. It was...
I already do not like Drake personality. I love his music. I really do. I like when he says nasty shit in his music. I like that too. This is why I listen to his music. But him as a person, a character, no. Every time he does an interview, every time, I'm like, that's a bad interview. Cringe. This is a really bad image for you.
Yeah.
And the last one that he did with
Bobby, that was disgusting.
It's been removed after million and million people watched it.
Yeah.
Because it is bad. It looks bad on him. Like, it's a cringy. His personality is a cringy.
Yeah.
Just stick to music. It's better sometimes to hide your personality and not be putting yourself out there. People are liking your talent, not personality. There's a huge difference between the two. Don't take it personal, but I don't like him personally.
I don't either. And I like Drake. Like Kendrick said, I really like old Drake. His old music was so good. Now I feel like he knows that he's about to retire soon and nobody's going to listen to him in like 5, let's say 10 more years. And he's trying to drop as much music as possible.
Because he is at the peak, you know?
He's not at the peak. I don't think, honestly.
He's been at the peak for years.
No, I think he was more at the peak a couple years ago. 2016, it was Drake's year.
But that's when he became Drake nationwide.
Yeah, but I think that also was his peak. I think that was also his peak.
You know what made him famous? It was Kiki.
No!
In my opinion.
I got oh my God, no. I Got Enemies was the one.
So?
I think I Got Enemies, that whole album was what really made Drake.
Yeah.
That was my first song ever listening to Drake, to be honest.
It was a big
and
song.
It was a big song. It was everywhere.
It's a big song.
I had, just
But I feel like Kiki was even reached to people that don't even know Drake,
But it was during a time. It was during a time it was during COVID, right?
No, it was before COVID. A long time before
2019. No. It's not too
Kiki,
long.
I think it's 2017 or 16.
No.
Kiki, yes.
No?
Google it.
I'm about to Google it.
Yeah, but he's been at his peak for a long time. And yes, he is dropping a lot of music because he's also on tour.
Yeah.
That's another reason. Like, he is... All this is promoting himself.
But he dropped 3 or 4 albums in the last a year and a half. That's not good on you, because not all the songs are meaningful and not all the songs are written by you. So what are you doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not authentic. He's not showing his real talent because he's just...
I think he only cares about money, to be honest with you.
That's the thing. He's a good salesman. That's all.
Money, I'm doing it. I'm jumping on it.
Yeah.
Good for him. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. Wait, I'm trying to look. Kiki, do you love me?
I saw Kendrick Lamar twice for free, to be honest with you, in Austin. And it was back in 2014, 13. Yeah. He would come and do shows for like free in Austin. Kendrick Lamar. Yeah.
I love him. I would have went for
when
free.
Was
I went
2018? 18. Yeah. It was old.
Yeah.
Not
but I thought 2020.
No.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways,
so that's the drama between them two.
Yes, and now it all started with this, but I'm sure it's a lot much shadier things that are happening, and basically Kendrick is not stopping. Every time Drake gets dissed by Kendrick, Drake tries to play it cool, or he goes to a Kendrick show, or he just like tweet something like, so congratulations. No. Drake is showing love and showing like he's a friend, and Kendrick is like not buying it, and he keeps dissing him.
Yes, but Kendrick, when he sees Drake, he says hi to him.
Yes, up to like 2016. After that, I don't think they talk. And then the real beef started. And I know that Drake probably did something really horrible to Kendrick, and Kendrick is like, he has evidence, and that's why Drake is so scared and just like playing it cool and like, we're friends, like I thought we were friends. Honest, I
wouldn't be surprised. People are so dirty. They never know anything about them.
Literally. And but to me, in my opinion, I would always love Kendrick, and I think he is more of an artist, and Drake is really just a very good salesperson. Talented, yes, but he does not use his full talent, and he took the short road to fame.
Of course.
When Kendrick has literally been through it all.
Yeah.
And just saying something aside from that, I think there are a lot more rappers out there that should have the attention that those 3 big artists, which is, Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake are getting. because they are more true to who they are, and they are discussing real life events. And that is what rap is about. It's not only about your personal things, it's also about saying what other people aren't allowed to say, or they don't have the talent that you have to say it that way. Because let's be honest, music is the easiest.
As big as what's going on
Yeah.
in the Middle East, like,
Music,
especially as big as that, because it's happening here. It's affecting the West more than the Middle East. What's happening in Gaza and Israel, it's really affecting the West more, because we are doing the camps, we are doing the protest, we are even the
not
even the
affecting,
media.
but we are being more active about it than other people. Of course, they're
Exactly.
getting affected there more, but like, yeah, we are getting more active about
Here,
it.
It's more like the normal people are more
Yeah,
effectively doing things, effectively showing support,
definitely.
than the Middle East. Like in the Middle East, people do not protest anyway. They do not.
Like we said that before in the other episode. We
They
don't
do-
know
yeah.
what are they capable of taking off the media. And we seen other countries before how they oppress their own people.
It's more oppressed.
Yeah, so
we
it's
have more freedom here.
exactly.
If you wanna say
And we
that.
have more freedom to share that thing with everyone else, and nobody can tell us not to share it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Over there, they have control over the whole internet, and they can shut it down in 2 seconds. So one of actually, and very, I knew him recently because of Palestine, to be honest, is Macklemore. I did not know him
He has a
before.
very famous song.
I'm sure he does, and he won
I forgot what it was.
he won a Grammy over Mad City of Kendrick Lamar. You
Yeah.
know, it was him and Kendrick that were nominated, and he won the Grammy over Kendrick. So I know he's good.
Yeah, Macklemore is a very big rapper.
But
Like,
I
he's not a
I
small
didn't know him,
artist.
to be honest,
Yeah.
before then. That's just because like I probably didn't think I would relate to his
Yeah.
music or whatever. But now that I know, and he just released Hints Hall, it's one of his songs. Please listen to it. It's really, really good.
By the way, YouTube blocked it, Spotify blocked it for a little bit, then they put it out.
Oh,
it
I didn't
was
know that.
not out right away. No, his video was removed. He was fought again by the media because of what he was saying politically. Like everything that he is saying in his song is absolutely right and accurate and is happening.
Exactly.
Especially the 2 weeks or 3 weeks before he drops the song. Here, universities were insane. Like what's going on in our universities was really crazy,
Yeah.
honestly. And the crap that the students got from the police and people higher than the police, like it's insane. So he's like, it's done. I have to drop the music because it was going on for 3 weeks straight.
It was bad, really. I know a person that we went to school together. He's way younger than me. He's I think 21 or 20, and he got arrested.
Yeah. Just for camping.
Just literally for camping. He did not do anything. And I literally didn't know him like that a lot personally, but I've known of him in school, and I see the video of them releasing him, and everybody was like so happy and hugging him and stuff, and I'm like, that's crazy. And I wanted it to go there that exact day, but something happened with my family, so I had to go to see my family.
Really
And
crazy.
it's so scary because you would think that we are in the US and we got the freedom to go out there and say exactly what we're thinking
On a
about,
school
but we really
campus,
don't.
protected as a student, not doing anything, peacefully camping, peacefully protesting, basically a picnic.
Yeah.
Basically.
They took down the tents, they ripped them, they trashed them right after, they arrested a couple of people, and that's just U of H. Imagine big.
Yeah. U of H is the
Universities.
University of Houston here
Yeah.
in Houston. It's one of the biggest universities here because it's the city, it's the big university, the main university.
But like
it's still-
Columbia, I could only imagine. Oh my God, they were beating
Up
the
north
hell
is
out of
even
them.
crazier.
Yeah,
up
they were
north.
literally beating the shit out of them. and
Also,
that's
some of the professors were being beaten. Like it's insane.
Yeah.
it's insane what happened.
Yeah.
So Macklemore, Hinds Hall really spoke it all out.
Yeah.
Like he really needed that. I think it was hurting him so much. He just needed to sing that song.
Yeah, and it's It's so sickening to see such a huge artist spend, and I'm talking about Kendrick, spend 5 years doing albums that are probably going to be the greatest albums for so many more years to come. And what I thought as a person and as an artist is that he needed time to process his feelings to produce this much amount of work that is so great. But then I see him making a song in 16 hours, dropping it, then dropping another song in another like 10 or 20 hours later on. So you are capable of creating great music. I think one of the greatest disses ever is Not Like Us, and it's going to be there forever. You can create that much of good quality of a music, but you cannot create something for people that are suffering around the world and post it. It's probably going to take you 2 hours, to be honest, because you are master at exactly what you're doing. Like
especially if it's political facts. You
yes.
don't really need to put it out into and think about it. It's not imagination. It's not, trying to say something and hide the words.
Facts.
No, it's facts. It's right there,
Yeah.
And it's been happening for what? 8 months now? I don't know how many months. It's a long time, honestly.
Exactly. And to see you not caring, Drake does not care, right? And then J. Cole, the same thing. He did a diss track. He doesn't care. And I'm just talking about these are the biggest rappers out there that everybody looks up to.
Yeah.
And they don't care. And then comes in Macklemore, and he is great. I really will forever support him for standing by people who have been oppressed and educating himself.
Very ballsy move, to be honest with you.
Very.
He's very independent.
Exactly.
That's what he really proved to me. He's like, it's just me. I'm independent. Nobody has control over me. I say what is going on in this world with truthness, with facts, and I always support the oppressed people. Always.
Yeah.
Always, no matter what.
Because that's, I'm even questioning rap. That is real. That's the true message of being a rapper.
Like early 90s, remember when they used to rap about the police and things like
that?
Tupac, exactly.
About the police, the press, and everything.
Like where what affects people. This is what you're really supposed to sing about. Not my wife, your girl,
exactly.
My kids, your kids. Like, who cares, Ruby? Like, honestly,
ain't nothing wrong with talking about that, because that's your own trauma, your own personal trauma, right?
The world does not revolve around
but
you. So
exactly.
how about you bring a little bit of the world into your life
exactly.
too,
You can talk about your personal thing and then scale it up to something that is actually happening in one song. And even in their own interviews, I'm just looking, like you're saying, Drake is so cringy, very stupid. And then the voice change in every interview. I'm still not understanding that. Different accents. I'm like, boy, where are you from? Please stick to the Canadian accent. I beg you. What's going on? But all of them talking about like healing journey and meditating and being a good person in this life. And then I see Tupac's interviews, and he's literally talking about how people are oppressed, how people are like
because that's real.
Hungry, and that's why he got killed at 25.
They shut him up.
And I think that's what they are scared of, and I understand that portion, but we are in a completely
different to be scared. Like
no. But Tupac was bigger. Tupac was bigger, but the era is different. This time you have more protection than what Tupac had. Yeah. Tupac started it. They literally started the whole game. They were getting arrested right and left for literally just cussing in their own track. And they opened so much opportunities for y'all. Y'all are not taking advantage of that. And that is just not being true to your own talent and your own art. Honestly, that's exactly how I think about it. And it's very pathetic.
Yeah.
To be honest. I still listen to their music, sadly, but I'm trying literally to cut it off as much as I literally cut everything off before, because I would rather listen to artists that are true to themselves and that support a real thing that is happening in the world.
Me too. But I'm honestly also sick of putting any expectations into anybody. I literally, at this point, I do not care if the other person have spoken or has stayed silent. If you have stayed silent, thank God this happened. I know exactly what kind of person you are and your true colors. And that's my personal judgment. I'll keep it to myself. I have zero cares what other values people carry when they live their life. I seriously do not care. I don't have energy to spend on those people. I do not have the power of thinking why they don't have feelings. I just do not care. You do you, boo-boo. But thank God this happened, so I know what kind of person you are.
No, for real. For
Truly.
real. Like, you have to understand what is
Especially
going on.
with the blocking thing that is happening right now. Like where a lot of people are saying block this, block that, because they have not spoken about the situation, block that, block that. And then I see people that have never spoken a word about it post something, and I'm like, now I'm gonna hate you even more. Like if you really stayed quiet and never posting a single thing about what's going on, and now you're posting, that's even more disgusting. That's a block times 10.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. Like, what are you doing?
You're begging for people to stay in your life. Yeah.
Like, even if you have not said anything, and now the blocking movement happened where people are blocking certain people because they haven't said anything, and now you post, shut the fuck up, basically. Really, it's so annoying.
True. It's disgusting. You're showing how pathetic you are, and you are willing to go out of your values. Because why were you silent before? You had a something in you that it was at a value that you don't care enough to say something about those people. But now you're going out of your way to post to keep certain amount of followers. You don't care about nobody. You only care about yourself and the brands and the deals and the money and the checks and all of that, which is good for you, but we really don't want that. It's not genuine. It's not authentic. And that's why I'm so proud of our generation. Very proud. What people have not been able to do before, we are so capable of doing now, and we're proving it to ourselves and to everyone else, because a lot of the older generations thought that we are not strong enough or that we are not going to do anything to this world. But I truly believe we are going to be the ones that are going to open up so much other opportunities for the upcoming generations, and also free so many oppressed people on this planet. And that is that.
Really, that's the power of this generation, is that they have a lot of voice and they're using it.
Yeah.
When all of them, some of them.
You know, I'm passing.
By the way, did you see that? What's her name? Hailey Bieber is pregnant.
Shut up, because I was about to tell you
I
this.
just learned yesterday. I swear to God, I just
seen it
figured
like a couple days ago. It's so stupid.
I'm so happy for her, because so many people hate her, including me. But like, I'm happy for her.
I hate you, but I'm happy for you.
I don't hate her, and I don't love her. She's a mess. She's a vanilla for me that is trying to be super chocolatey. Like, she's trying to add so much flavor to her life, but she is still vanilla in my eyes.
Listen. I truly don't like her. I'm not gonna say hate. Hate is a big word.
Yeah. It's just
I don't like her because, first of all, her husband, and I think I don't know if she did that too or whatever, they posted a picture about Gaza, and then they were like, pray for Israel. You are stupid.
Yeah. That was back like some months ago, where we already saw the colors. We already know. Exactly.
And then after that, they talk about Ramadan and how like it's like very useless to fast, and they disrespect the culture and everything. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Y'all are ignorant. But he posted a picture a couple weeks ago crying. And he posted it, and everybody was going crazy. They thought that he was crying because Selena was with a man now, and he's like showing emotions.
Now that I know, he was crying probably because he found out that he
literally, and everybody now is like feeling so stupid, and they're like, now it makes sense.
Insane.
Why do y'all judge? Why do y'all care?
Those two people live. They're just
literally.
Too much. Some people were crying. Seriously, I was listening to a podcast yesterday, and this is how I know she's pregnant and stuff. I don't even know, to be honest. I have all those that group of people. I have them all blocked probably, or
I've
not interested. I don't know what I did,
but
I don't see them anymore, and I'm glad. But they were like the podcast that I was listening to, they were making fun of people on especially TikTok crying because they found out that Hailey is pregnant, and they're like, oh my god, I wish like I was her, oh my god, and shit like this. I was like, oh my god, you are hilarious. Like, if you are deeply involved in somebody's like life that much, what are you doing with your life? You really need to step away from your phones if you really think that Justin Bieber or Hailey Bieber care about your existence. You really need to stop being on your phone and touch grass. Go outside and touch grass. No,
touch
literally,
it, eat it,
if I ever see, oh my god, like especially like when, what's her name, Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
One video of a girl was crying outside her like stage because she sang her favorite song and she was like historically crying. I'm like, I don't know what's going on in this world, but when I see things like this, I question what's going on.
I really do too.
Like, why are people this sensitive to famous people?
Don't worship.
They don't even know they exist.
Do not worship them. Like, I truly believe there are people that worship Taylor Swift. Okay, literally. I respect her talent, but you don't really need to worship her that much. And if she really cared about you, them tickets would not be that expensive.
Honestly, guys,
she cares about her pocket.
My whole life, I never cared about a single famous person. Maybe when I was 13, I was obsessed with Rihanna. That's it. Like,
just Rihanna. And don't care about her either now.
Now I don't even care. Like, I don't even know what Rihanna's doing. I don't even know how she looks like today.
She's boycotted too.
Like, I seriously do not know anything about those people. Like, even please stop it. If you care about famous people, please stop it.
Yes. Hell
they're nobodies. Like, they're people. Yes, they're famous. Yes, cool. They do what they do, but you knowing too much about their personal life, getting involved, crying, laughing, changing your mood, your life,
and spending so much money. That's what really bothers me. Like, why are y'all spending $8,000?
It's okay if if for you this is entertainment. Go ahead and do it.
No.
For me, boo boo, this is
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to say that to y'all. If you're wasting your money on an artist that does not know
you exist,
and doesn't know your actual financial struggles, but they know that they can manipulate you in a way. Taylor Swift knows exactly what she's doing. She knows that people will literally sell a car to buy her ticket, and that is just very disgusting to me.
Not me, boo boo.
Don't do that. I swear to God, I love my two favorite artists are J. Cole and Kendrick. I love them.
If they come next door to me, and it's my bedtime, I ain't going.
Listen, I went to Kendrick, and I took a seat way in the back. It was $200. I was like, $200 and one? I'm not paying that. Hell no. Right next to him, it was like 1,000 something. I was like, I would be fucking stupid if I do this shit. And then J. Cole came literally I think in March. He was in San Antonio here. I didn't go. And I love J. Cole way more than I love Kendrick because I was like, he hasn't said shit for people that I care about or people that have been oppressed around the world. So why the fuck would I support him? Yeah. I would still listen to him on YouTube. That's all I do. Yeah. And I'm literally trying to stop doing that either now. So don't put your money in places that the actual person does not give a fuck about your existence.
Or is not worthy of it. Like, they don't support any of the values that you value. Like, what's the point? Really, what's the point when, I don't know, when famous people have a big voice and big audience and their message definitely affects, their message definitely matter. What they say and what they do, unfortunately, matters a lot. So when they don't, that's a big message for people to give a judgment. You have to judge people. You have to.
Yeah.
And things happen in this world for you to see the true colors of others. Therefore, believe those colors. When people show you who they are, believe it and act upon that. Like, don't just ignore it.
Yes.
It's pointless, to be honest.
Did you see what Snoop posted? Listen, I love Snoop Dogg, and
he's
funny. One of the few people that I'm literally hesitating to unfollow him, but I'm about to do it. But I want to take your opinion. He never posted anything, right? Okay. At all. about
I think I
Palestine or
follow
about
him, but he
anything.
doesn't show in my feed because that's Instagram algorithm and it does what it does.
Which is good because it's
Okay.
showing you some things that are more important,
True.
hopefully.
True.
But recently, because of the blocking of that is happening,
Yeah.
the blocking movement, he reposted a rapper, a hijabi rapper.
Yeah.
And she is very active about Palestine and everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, did he do it because he wants people to see what he is siding with?
Oh, I think
Or did he do it so he doesn't get unfollowed?
This person does not get fame because something.
Yes. It's a girl.
So our
yeah.
girls do not wake up or something.
Exactly. Yes.
I think
I
look,
was very
sometimes
upset, to
you
be
can
honest.
send a message indirect, and I respect that too.
Yeah, but why now? Because he also he invited MC Abdul, which is I think he's 12. I'm sorry. He's a 16-year-old Gazan rapper. He's from Gaza. He just came here. He did a collab with Saint Levant. It's called Dira. It's a really good song. But he just invited him to see him in his studio or whatever. Or he saw him in a studio. I don't know exactly. And then MC Abdul posted his picture. And I'm like, this feels a little bit calculated. But I'm also an overthinker. So sometimes I just like dwell over.
I don't think so.
You don't think it's calculated?
I don't think it's calculated.
But why hasn't he said anything before?
I think Snoop doesn't say anything because he is involved in contracts that he cannot say.
But I also don't respect that either.
If you are involved in contracts, that's business. That's work. You cannot, because you signed off. That's it.
Yeah, but
You
I'm sure
arrest-
Macklemore had it too.
Maybe not. Maybe not. You really never know what those people are working because they work in silence.
But there is no way to go around not being that big and not having anything to do with Israel, to be honest, or any other oppressing country, because they control the whole world. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The Grammys are run by that shit. Mm-hmm. So he had some connection type of thing, but he just did not care, and he's probably gonna pay for it in the future. So
I really don't.
I don't know.
Again,
He's so
I'm not adding
big.
value to people saying
Yeah.
something or being quiet because like it's been a long time.
I do. I'm still.
And then if you really wanted to say something, you would have said something already. Like
Exactly.
you don't wait months and years and shit like that. So it's a very personal thing for some people. I know some Palestinian people that have not said a word.
Oh, we said that.
I know some people that think they're the shit.com and they live in the Middle East. They're Palestinians. They never say a word. Oh, my page is just a beauty and fashion. It has nothing.
Yeah, I don't want to be involved.
You do not see anything on those pages other than beauty and fashion. And just to let you know, there are so many pages that are related to beauty and fashion. You either add a personality or to your page, or you're gonna die soon. No, seriously. In people's heads, you are dead. Because if people do not feel related to you, if you don't add your own personality and humanness to your work, there is no value to your work. No matter where you are at. Like, come on. Look at Kim Kardashian. Everybody in this world knows Kim Kardashian. Does that mean she is perfect? Does that mean she is moral? Does that mean that
she is the perfect example
like,
to beauty and nothing, no personality.
Exactly, no personality, nothing, empty, absolutely.
Yeah.
It just a body and a face. That's it. And it saddens me that sometimes people are like, "Oh, it's the face card." That like this is how they got things in life. It's the body card. It's the face card. So there is no brain card.
Yeah.
There is no personality card. There is no hard work card. It's just a beauty and body. That's disgusting.
Yeah. Honestly, that's one of
what do people think?
Most disgusting shit is that when I see and specifically I'm talking about women,
Yeah, because we
When
are
I
women,
see
we
a
see
beautiful woman that is not smart, oh my God, it makes me so mad.
and does not want to be smart.
Exactly. You have the potential to be a great woman, beauty and brain, and you're choosing to be a dumbass.
My favorite type, beauty and brains.
Literally.
If you're beauty, no brain, skip.
And if you are brain, you can literally, would reflect
beauty.
on your beauty.
Thank
I
you.
swear to God, it will reflect on you.
Not the other way around.
If you,
swear to
yes,
God.
it makes you so
does not
ugly when you're
work.
stupid.
Yeah.
Because people will look at you like, yeah, she's cute, she's beautiful, whatever. But deep down, they have zero respect for you. You're dumb.
Really, people who think that looks is what matters only, I feel really bad for you, especially women, because I can't deny that we are not looked down already. We are not prejudged by men already.
Sadly,
you have to know that as a woman, you are already prejudged, especially if you work in an environment that is mostly men, or you are stepping out from like leveling up in life. The more you level up, the more you're going to deal with men. Okay, because those are the people that are holding power in today's world. So if you do not have a brain and you do not have a strong personality, all they're gonna see is a face and a body, period. And they're gonna judge you based on that. You either prove them wrong or you are that judgment in their head.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. And it's your choice. How you represent yourself, it's absolutely your choice. So just think about that.
It really is.
That's pretty much it. I don't know what to say anymore. Hot top. Last thing. What? I know you don't watch Netflix.
Yeah, I don't.
But I told you about a show called Baby Reindeer.
Yeah.
It's a real story.
Okay, tell me about it.
I really want you to watch it because I don't know how I feel about the guy, because the actor is actually the one that like the story is around.
Okay.
The actor is the actual guy that went through the things.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So he gets stalked by a woman. Like he's at works in a bar, and then a woman walks in.
Okay.
And he feels bad for her, and he starts talking to her, and she starts coming every night to his bar, and they start getting to know each other. Okay. And she stalks him everywhere. She goes to his house. She's waiting for him outside. At his job everywhere. Okay. She emails him all the time about the things that she's thinking about him, you know? Yeah. And she starts thinking that they are in a relationship, and she basically fucks up a psycho. Okay, she messes up his whole life. He starts getting to know another girl, where she goes and to their date, and she hits the girl. Like, it's absolutely crazy. And then he gets sexually raped by a person that was sponsoring his comedy stand-ups. Like, this guy is stupid, okay? Literally is stupid and gets used.
Puts himself in these situations.
He puts himself in bad situations, and if it's true story, then it's just a message to men. You can be stupid too. Very stupid, and he got used.
They sure can.
Like the events, especially the rape that happened to him, is insane. And I don't know how to think about it other than it's a message for men that are weak and do not say what they're thinking about. If you do not stand up for yourself, that's exactly what happens to you. That whole like series is, if you do not stand up for yourself, if you do not build a strong personality, you get used up in this life. And that's the whole like show.
It's a true story, you said.
True story.
Oh Lord.
And the girl that was basically stalking him, she came
don't spoil it.
She went to the like after the show was released, and it got so much hype because now it's like #2 most popular series and searched on Netflix. she went to like interviews and she's like, no, this is all fabricated, this is all lies. But when she gets questioned by the interviewer, like you can tell that she's lying, like everything that happened is true. She's just denying it.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Does it? Well, I need it. You told me, but I still need to show it if it's on a different platform.
I think it's only on Netflix. It's shot by Netflix.
Oh.
So it's worth it. I love it. I love it. It's very strong. I don't know. It moved me. I literally finished the whole series in 2 nights.
Soraya does not get moved by a lot of things, like show-wise. So I trust you. I know that it's good.
And I try to find the stories that are real. You're either scary, documentary, or real. You know, that's what I'm interested in, especially true crime, things like that. Like, whoo, spicy. I like it. But Baby Reindeer is definitely worth it, and it's scary. It's scary. There are a lot of stalkers in this world, and you should be careful. Everybody should be careful. Especially nice people. Be careful of nice people that come to your life randomly. Like, whoo, I'm in your life. Just be careful of those people, to be honest.
I don't know about that. That is like, that is terrifying.
Yeah.
But let's not say a lot about it.
Yeah.
So
anyway, if you have watched it, then you know what I'm talking about. And I'm sure we share the same feeling. It is very interesting. And that's it. I think that's all my hot topics that I want.
Is it a lot? Is it a lot of episodes?
I think it was 7 or 8, something like that. It was very short.
Just one season?
Yeah, it's limited series. So it's one thing, that's it.
Got you. And is the one episode long? An hour?
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember. That was like 2 weeks ago when I watched it. So I don't remember.
You binge watched it?
Yeah, in 2 nights.
Okay, then yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I binge watched it.
Okay.
You know what I'm watching now?
What?
Hilariously? Dubai Blink. It's hilarious.
Oh my God.
Very shallow. Absolutely shallow. Stupid. But this is what I expected because it's been years since
like it's a stupid show that it's like background show. Yeah,
background show. Hilarious. My favorite is Safa, the Iraqi girl. She is my favorite. And Zina, the real estate one. Ooh, these two people, power.
I don't know who these
are.
The
pussy power, for sure. Jokingly, but for real.
Pussycat.
I like them. So yeah. If you ever want to watch something silly.
Yeah.
Because they mix a little bit of English and Arabic in their dialogue, but it's just interesting. You know how it was hyped?
Yeah.
And I never watched it, and now the hype is even gone, and it's been years. So like I'm just liking it.
Yeah. My comfort show and the one that I used to watch always when
Girlfriends?
when I had Netflix.
I love it. My girlfriends. I love that show.
I love it.
We discovered it at the same time, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
I love it too.
Yeah.
It's so, I don't know, it reminds me of us.
Yeah, right? It's like
it really does.
You can truly relate.
Yes.
In so many ways, even though like there is nothing similar, but like, there's so much similarity.
You know the unrealistic thing about it though is them being around each other a lot.
Yeah.
And I think like that's not unrealistic because they were in their 30s, right? They have a lot of things. But I wish that was true.
Me too.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, where we could just like live right
like
next
how
to
friends is, they're always together, yet we wish.
Yeah, but it's impossible. Like, and especially they were Americans. Like that's impossible.
Yeah.
But it was cool. I love that show, and it's honestly one of my favorite shows.
It is available on Netflix if you guys like it.
It is.
And the episodes are like 27 minutes, so it's very short.
Yeah. There is I'm honestly not watching shows now, but I kind of want to go back to watching anime.
Oh, the 70s show was one of my favorites.
You told me about that one too.
That 70s show, I think it's called.
You told me about that one. Yeah,
it's really funny.
I need to watch it. But I don't know. I want to watch anime again.
I never watched anime, to be honest with you.
I used to talk shit about people who watch anime, and I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing with your life? But I'm not attached to it that much, but I love it because there are a couple of ones that are very, very political and very...
They have a message.
Yes. Attack on Titan is one of my favorite. It's so cool because it has like... The whole idea is that people are divided by walls. So, and they live in a circular...
Which is true if you think about it.
Yeah. The most inner circle is like the government, which is protected. And then you move outside, and then like the last wall is
Peasants,
literally
for sure.
peasants who are literally have only a wall between them and the titans, which are like giants that are eat people and they hurt them, and they don't got brains, they just like kill people without thinking.
That's insane.
And it's a beautiful show. I love it, but I did not get to watch the last season, so I think I want to watch that now. And then Demon Slayer is another one that they keep repeating the same fucking, they make a movie that is exactly the same thing as the series, so they're playing us, and they don't release a new thing to keep it going for 8 more years. But that's how anime goes, and I just gotta be patient.
Okay.
That's all I wanted it to say. I don't know why I said that, but yeah.
I think I'm done talking. My head hurts.
I'm not really done talking, but like I know that I should be done talking. That's it. That's enough.
I hope you guys enjoyed this.
Yes.
Random talk. We just wanted to say our thoughts about what's going on, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's
in the
things
pop
that we
culture.
live. Yeah, in pop culture.
Yes, and we are gonna have a very, very cool episode, inshallah, next
Stay
time.
tuned.
So stay tuned, and we love you, and listen to us. And
See you next time, my
see
loves.
you next time. Bye, bye.
Bye.
Bye.